tally frequency diagram for this data.
Okay. Don't we have to? So, for example, for cat, we have to go along and see how many times we see cat, and then we just cross out or something.
Yeah. So how many cat is there?
5.
And so how do I represent that?
So you put like 4 I, like capital I's, and then you just put like a slash through it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then do you just put 5, sorry, next to in the frequency bit?
That's right. Yeah. So 5 goes there, and the tally, you don't get any marks for the tally. It's just a helpful way of doing it.
Right. Okay.
So hamster was 1. What is next? Rabbit. How many rabbit is there?
4.
And there's 8 dog. Okay. And part B, write down the mode.
Don't you have to like add them up and then divide it by 4?
Well, you can't add up dog plus dog.
Oh, I mean like the frequency. Sorry.
That's mean. Do you know what mode is?
Sorry. Oh, is the mode the one that you see the most?
Yeah.
So dog.
Correct. Yeah. So the mode isn't the frequency. The mode is the thing with the highest frequency.
Right.
Okay. So this one is the same idea. You just do the tally and frequency. So that's the same idea, tally and frequency. This one, same idea, tally and frequency. Same idea, tally frequency. So common exam question. So this one, you have to create it yourself.
Right.
So you have to create your own frequency table. So how would you do that?
So you split up into 3 different sections.
Right.
So you flowers, then tally and frequency probably.
Yeah.
Oh, weed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Weed.
Cool.
Tally and frequency.
Yeah.
And then you look at the different ranges of weeds, and then like on the left side, so that it's like sort of horizontally, you would put the different types of weeds there are.
Okay, what are they?
So daisy, buttercup, clover, dandelion. I think that's it.
One more.
Dandelion.
Oh, did you say clover?
Yeah.
Okay, and clover.
And then we have to go. So for daisy, for example, we have to count how many times we see daisy, and then we put it into the into the frequency bit.
Yeah.
So is it 6 times or?
Yeah, and then it's just the same from then on.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions there?
Wait. So does that mean that if I feel that I don't that to get 4 marks, I don't need to fill in the tally bit?
You don't need tally. I would put it in just for yourself because it just makes it easier. You're less likely to make a mistake.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
It's up to you. It's up to you. But it's technically it's just the frequency that you need for a frequency table. Okay. How do we do this one?
So do we just need to convert what's on the tally into the frequency bit?
Yeah.
So for the first one, it would be 18.
Mm-hmm.
Second one, 11. 7. 3, 1.
Okay. So this is the number of errors on each page of a book. Work out the total number of errors in the book.
Is it 13?
So the way this works is, so this first one, 18 pages had 0 errors.
Right.
So how many errors is that?
0.
11 pages had 1 error. So how many errors is that?
11.
So what will be the next one?
14.
Correct. Yeah. So you're multiplying them as you go down. Okay, go on.
9,
Yeah,
4.
that's it. And so how would you get the total number of errors?
You add those numbers up.
Yeah.
So, 14, 25, 38.
Yeah, 38. And so you have to, for these, you have to kind of understand the question, like put it into the context of the question. And very often you have to multiply what's in the left column by the frequency.
Right, okay.
So it's a common type of thing. So that was 38. Okay, so let's try this one.
Um, uh, is the mode 12?
So the mode is never the frequency, it's the one with the highest frequency.
Uh, do I have to times them again to get the mode or?
No. What number of cars has the highest frequency?
1.
Yeah, so the mode is 1. So
Oh,
the mode is never the frequency, it's what the highest frequency matches up with.
right. Okay.
So in the same way, if we go right the way back. So here the mode wasn't 8, the mode was dog.
Yeah.
And it gets confusing when you don't have a word, when you have a number. So you've got two numbers, but it's just something to be aware of.
Right.
Okay, so for let's say for this one, what's the mode?
The mode is 0.
Correct, yeah. So on average, there's 0 errors.
Yeah.
This one, on average, a family owns 1 car. Okay, how do you work out the total number of cars?
Do I have to times the frequency by the number of cars for each like set?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the first one it's 0, and then it's 12.
Yeah.
16. 18. 8.
And then?
You add them all up.
Yeah, and you'll be fine there.
Yeah.
Okay, so the trick is to know when you have to do that. Okay, how do we do this? Part A, part B.
Okay. So is the mode 3,
Yeah, well done.
and then and then I just need to times the number of goals by frequency again, and then just add it up.
Correct, yeah. Okay, so you're good there. So that's 3, and it would have been 50. Okay, what is this?
Is the modal class interval 50 is smaller than which is bigger or equals to 60?
Yeah. So on average, the age of the teacher is between 50 and 60.
Yeah.
Okay, and they just did what you did there. They just kind of copied the whole thing, even if you don't know what it is. That's fine. Okay, so now we just have a list of numbers. What's the mode?
The mode is 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8. That's it. And if you're ever stuck, like it's a huge list or something, you can always do the whole what is this, ages? You can do a frequency table.
Right. Yeah.
So obviously you don't need it for this one, but you could. What is this? 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no 9, and then you could just say how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 8s, and it would be the one with the highest frequency.
Yeah. Alright.
So that's where it comes from. Okay, so bigger numbers, same idea. Minus numbers, same idea. It's the one that's there most often. More numbers, same idea. Okay. So these are all past exam questions. So
Yeah.
how about this one?
So for A, it's 4 students.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the frequency. Sorry. The mode is 14 or 3. Or
What one has the highest frequency?
13.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay, so it's 13. Yeah.
So instead of it being a table like 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and our 13 would have a frequency of 5, that would be the highest one. Instead, they have it like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's that. And how about this one?
So to work out the number of students, do I just need to so just add up the the little bars together.
So what would you be adding?
Say 1, 3, 4.
Yeah, and so on.
Yeah.
And what is the mode?
The mode is 6 or 7.
Correct, yeah, 7 marks. That's
Yeah.
the average thing. Okay, well done. 7. There we go. Okay, I can find the mode, x a half, or tick.
I'll give it a tick.
Yeah. Okay, mean. How do you find the mean of these numbers?
You have to add them up and then divide it by the amount of numbers there is.
Yep. So we'll just do 1 for the sake of it. So 3 plus 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 5 plus 3. And how many? What am I dividing by?
6.
6. And so that is 3.5. Right. So that's mean. And I remember that because it's mean. It's bad having to add up them all and do that.
Yeah.
Okay, same idea, bigger numbers. All the same to your calculator. So what are you dividing by for this one?
5.
Yep. More numbers. What would you put into your calculator for this one?
Say 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0. Well, you don't need to be 0, but plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 4 plus 15. Divided by 1, 2, 3, 10.
Well done. Yeah, some students, because they don't put in the 0, they divide by 9. But you can see this is 10 days, and I would even put in the 0.
Yeah.
I know it sounds stupid, but yeah, because some students, because they don't put in the 0, they count on their calculator and they divide by 9.
Yeah.
Even though it says 10. Okay, 10, 10, 10, 10. So 10 is the most common because it comes up for non-calculator as well.
Right.
How would you put this into your calculator? It's got a minus numbers.
So 4 plus 3 minus 6.
Yeah, and then just so on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. So bigger numbers, more numbers. This time is 12. So now you've got a mixture of 0 and minus numbers, but it's the same idea.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do this one.
So so for A, do I need to add up the number of tables?
Total number of tables, yeah.
So 4 plus 5 plus 10 plus 7 plus 3 plus 1.
Yeah.
So
You can try to make tens.
yeah, 10 plus 7 plus 3, which is 20.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and then plus 5 plus 4 plus 1, which is another 10. So that's 30.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I just need to do the same, just add up the number of clusters rather than tables?
So think about the context of the question.
Okay. Oh, do I need to times the number of corners by number of customers, sorry, by number of tables?
Well done.
And then, so that would be 0, 5, 20, 21, 12, and 5.
And what would that give you?
5, 21. So that would give you
63.
63, right?
Okay, work out the mean number of customers sitting at the table. How do you do that?
So do I add 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and then divide it by 6?
No. The mean number of customers per table. So that's like average customers per table.
Oh.
So if you had 10 tables, 5 customers.
50.
No. Let's say you had 20 customers and 10 tables. What would be the average number of customers per table? 20 customers, 10 tables.
2 customers per table.
Yeah. So how about this one? What would you do?
Would I do 4 divided by 0?
No, no. So it's basically total customers.
Yeah.
Out of total tables.
Oh, is that 63 divided by 30?
Yeah, 63 divided by 30. Do you have a calculator?
No, sorry.
It's alright, so that's 2.1. Yeah, so a common type of thing for these questions is you get your answer for multiplying and adding them up, and you divide that by the total frequency, and that gives you the average.
Right, okay.
Yeah, any questions there?
No.
And so the difficult bit is, I think, the words, like understanding the context of it and everything. Let me think. I've got a group.
Right, so to get the mean time, let's just guess. Do I have to like find the number which is in between each bit.
Yeah. So what number would be in the middle?
So 5, 15, 25, 35, and 45.
Yeah. Okay. What's next?
I have to. Do I have to times those numbers with frequency?
Yeah.
And then once I've done that, so for the first one it would be 15.
So I'll just put them in.
Alright, cool.
And once you've done that,
Then so um uh so do do I have to add those numbers up?
yeah. And okay, so we can add those up.
So
Okay.
and then do I have to do 1,130 divided by 5?
It's not 5 people.
Oh, 40.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's that divided by 40. So answer divided by 40. Okay, so whatever that is. 28.25. Okay, so you're good there. So that's a more difficult thing.
Yeah.
It's the same idea. You're just using the middle thing, and then you divide by the total frequency. So the total frequency is 40 because they tell you 40 friends.
Yeah.
I just want to look at one more. So this one, how would you find the mean?
So do I have to again find the middle in the time bit?
Yeah, so you have the midpoint, and then once you have the midpoint,
I then times the midpoint by frequency.
yeah, so you do midpoint times frequency. So you get those, yeah, then you add those up, and what would you divide by?
60.
Uh,
Equals.
is that the total frequency, 60? Or did you get that from the question, was it? Yeah, 60 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. And it is the total frequency as well, 60. Got it. Okay, any questions there?
No.
Okay, so you're good for those table things. They're tricky stuff. Okay, so let's go back to this one. So this was part B. So the mean of these 10 was 1.8.
Yeah.
And then you've got part C. So I'll let you read that.
Okay. Okay, so in that like row of numbers, do I have to add in 4 and 2 at the end?
Yeah. And then what would you do?
You would add them all up and then divide it by 12.
That's it. And divide by 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions there?
No.
Okay. And there's another way to do that. So I'll just write total divided by 12. There's another way to do that, and it is you. So the average was 1.8.
Yeah.
Then they scored 4 goals. So what would happen to the average?
The average would go up.
And the average was 1.8. They scored 2 goals. What would happen to the average?
It would go up again.
Yeah, and so because 4 is bigger than 1.8 and 2 was bigger than 1.8, then you know that the new average will be greater.
Yeah.
And or you can just find what the average is. So the average becomes 1.9, which is greater. Okay. Okay, let's try this one.
All right. So. Is the answer 4, 4, and 7?
Yeah, that's it. Good for there. 447. This one's very similar. Is it?
Yeah.
Hang on. The mean for the 7 is 12. Okay, how would you do this one?
So. I'm not sure.
So basically there's a seventh thing.
Yeah.
Seventh number. How would you get the mean for these 6 numbers?
You would add them up and divide it by 6.
Okay, so you add those up, you get 69. How would you get the mean for if you knew what the 7th number was?
You would add all the numbers up and divide it by 7.
That's it. So I'm just going to call that x. So 69 plus that extra x divided by 7. And what does that give you?
12.
Okay, so any idea how you figure out what x is?
So, would we take the 7 at the bottom, to the other side? So
Yeah.
it's 12 minus 7.
Hold on, that's not plus 7. What is it?
12 times 7. So
Yeah, times both sides by 7.
84. Yeah.
Okay.
So 69 plus x equals to 84.
Yeah.
And then you would take the 69 to the other side, and then it's 84 minus 69.
Yeah.
And then so that would be that'd be 15.
Yeah, 15. Okay, so the way you do these is you just let the last one be equal to x, and then you solve it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try this one. So this time it's just an expression.
Okay, so if Dan is X, would we say Harry is X plus 5?
Yeah.
And then we would say that Regan is 2X.
Yeah.
And then so uh,
So you need an expression for the mean.
do I?
So if they were three numbers, what would you do?
You would add them up and divide them by 3.
Okay, so do it.
So that would be 2X.
So you don't have to simplify it. It would just be the three of them added together. What would that look like?
That would look like 4X plus 5, I think.
Okay, 4x plus 5, or literally just x plus 5 plus 2x. And then?
I'll divide that by 3.
Yeah, and that's all you have to do.
Okay.
4x plus 5 is better though.
Okay.
Yeah, x plus 5 plus 2x over 3, 2 marks. Okay, I can find the mean for 2 marks.
Yeah.
Okay. How do we do this one?
Okay. So would I first of all work out the mean of the 3 numbers, which would be 7 plus 6. So that would be 17 divided by 3.
You don't need to do that.
Oh, right.
So how would you get the mean of the 4 numbers, or express the mean of the 4 numbers?
So 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus x divided by 4.
Yeah. And go on.
And then that's equals to 6.
Yeah.
And then I'd take the 4 to the other side, so it's those numbers equals to 24.
Yeah.
And then I just take all the numbers the other side, so they're all minusing it, and then it's just x equals to 24 minus 7 minus 6 minus 4.
Yeah, so that's 17 plus x. So x is 24 minus 17.
So x is equals to 7.
Yeah, x equals 7. Okay, x equals 7, so 3 marks. This is exactly the same idea.
Right.
Numbers are a bit bigger, but it's exactly the same idea.
Yeah.
Okay, how would you do this one? Be fine, I think.
Okay, so Alex is x. Bob is x plus 10.
Mm-hmm.
And then Kath is x minus 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then that would be, so when you add them all up, that'd be 3x plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just have to divide that by 3.
Yeah. And actually, what is that divided by 3?
X plus 2.
Yeah, x plus 2. So it is x plus 2. So it's just 2 more than what Alex got. All they were looking for was those 3 original ones. X plus 10 plus x minus 4 all over 3.
Yeah.
That's enough. Okay, I can find the mean for 3 mark questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so median. Hang on, so mean. Yeah, and we did the thing from the tables for the mean, so that's okay. Okay, write down the median. What is median?
Isn't it the middle? So that would be 6.
So the median is 6. That's it. Okay, draw an ordered stem and leaf diagram. How do you do that?
So would you just do a graph where there's one vertical, just a regular graph really, where there's one vertical line and one horizontal line,
Right.
and then when you do that, you would you have so one side showing the scores,
Right.
and then
So smallest number is 59, biggest number's 89.
yeah. Uh, do I have to put those numbers in order?
Yeah, there's a specific way you go about it though. Specific way you have to do it.
So, would I go 59?
So there's the way you do it is, so you have 5 for the 50s, 6 for the 60s, 7 for the 70s, and 8 for the 80s. So how would you represent 59?
Oh, I'd put 9 next to it.
Yeah. Okay. How about the 60s?
I'd put 3, 5, 6, 6.
And yeah, okay, so 3, 5, 6, 6. Yeah.
And then for 7, I would put so 2, 5. So 2, 5, 5.
Hold on.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. 1. So 1, 2, 5, 5. 7, 9, 9.
And you'll notice that the numbers have to be directly under each other.
Yeah.
Okay. And the 80s?
So 3 and 9.
And how do I write those?
I put 3 under the 1 and then 9 under the 2.
Yeah. Okay. So that's an ordered stem and leaf diagram.
Right.
Find the median score.
Do I just put all of those numbers on the right into
So we've already put them from smallest to biggest. We just wrote it in a short way.
yeah, so 1, 2.
So there's 15 numbers in total.
15, right, okay. So is the median 75?
Yeah. And how do you figure out which number's in the middle?
You find like 15. You find like the 15 divided by 2 bit.
So the way you do it is you do 15 plus 1 divided by 2.
Right, okay.
It's always n plus 1 divided by 2 to get the middle one. Basically, if there's 15, there's 7 less smaller than it and 7 bigger than it.
Right.
And so that one is the 8th one, and so it's like 7 plus 1 to give you the 8.
Okay.
What was I going to say? Something's missing actually. We need a key. Any idea what the key is for this? Because sometimes this will mean like 5.9, and so you have to say what it means.
I'm not sure.
So the way you do this one is you say 5 line 9 means. So what number does that mean? 5 line 9?
59.
Yeah. Because it might be 5.9, and it doesn't matter which one you do. You could do 6 line 3, 6 line 5.
Yeah.
And yes, you need a key. So let's take a look. So that's the table there and the key. 7 line 2 represents 72. Okay, they use the word represent. I think it's fine.
Oh.
And the median is always n plus 1 over 2, that position. Any questions there?
No.
Okay, so this one, find the median heart rate. This is 15 people.
So I do 15 plus 1 divided by 2.
Yeah.
So I need to find the 8th number. So that would be. Is that 67?
So that is 67. Yep. So that is 67. 67. Okay, this one.
Okay. So I do 25 plus 1 divided by 2.
Yeah.
So 13th number. So that would be. 44 or.
Yeah. Yep. 44 miles per hour. 44. Okay, I can find the median of an ordered list.
Yeah, tick.
Okay, how do you find the median here of an unordered list?
Well, I put the numbers in order. So 2, 2.
Hold on.
Also 1,
Yeah.
2, 2, 2.
Yeah.
And then 3, 4. 5, 8, 9.
Yeah.
And then I 1, 2. So is the median 3?
Yeah. So median is 9 plus 1 over 2 is the 5th one. And you just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the median's 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one, bigger numbers, same idea. More numbers, same idea. More numbers and bigger, same idea. Now you've got 11 numbers, same idea. Now you've got minus numbers. Oh, we'll do it with minus.
Okay, so first number is -6,
Mm-hmm.
then -5, and then 2 and 2,
Mm-hmm.
3, 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then 4, 4, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Okay, what's the median?
The median is the 6th number, so 1, 2, 3, 4, so 3 again.
Okay, so the median is 3. Okay, grand. I can find the median of an odd number of data points.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one from smallest to biggest. Nah, skip this. Skip that. Okay, so this one smallest to biggest. 5, 8, 10, 13, 15, 18. What is the median? How do you do that?
Don't have to do 7 divided by 2, so
Yeah.
it'd be the the number in between 10 and 13, so like 12.5. Oh no, 11.5.
That's right, yeah. So you do those two middle numbers, add them together and half it, and so the median is 11.5 goals, whatever it is. 11.5, grand. Okay, so non-calculator papers have dividing by 10 because it's easy to divide by 10, but it's the same idea. 10, 12, so bigger numbers, 18 this time, exact same idea. Okay, how do we do from a stem and leaf diagram?
Right, so am I just meant to find the median here?
Yep, find the median.
So that would be the number in like 10.5 place.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Would that number be 32.5?
Correct, yeah. So 31 plus 34 over 2, 32.5. Got it? Fine. Okay, I can find the median of an even number of data points.
Tick.
Okay, so you've got these cards. I'll let you read that.
Okay. Okay, so if I arranged those numbers in order, so 3, 4, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
So 3, 4, 6, and then doesn't that mean the whole numbers could be 0, 1, or 2?
Correct. Yeah, 0, 1, or 2, and you would just pick one.
Yeah.
Let's just go with 0. So you see there 0, 1, or 2. That's 2 marks. Okay, this one. Complete the cards below so that they have a median of 5. So what could these be?
So could it be 4 and 6?
And 2 different ones?
Uh, 3.5 and 6.5.
I think it says they're whole numbers.
All right, so um, uh, 2 and 2 and 8.
Can it be 8 twice? Yeah, 2 and 8 is fine. Could have been 3 and 7 would have worked as well.
Yeah.
And so on. So 3 and 7, 4 and 6, 2 and 8, or 5 and 5. Yeah. Okay, I can find the median in general.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all the mean, median. So range. I don't know if I should. What is the range? How do you get range?
Isn't it the difference between the biggest and the smallest number?
Yeah.
So that would be 6 minus 1, which would be 5.
Yeah. And let's just see. Okay. We'll leave range. So basically, wow, so much. So it's every exam question anyway for mode, mean, and median. And obviously we didn't do every single question because some of them are just so similar.
Yeah.
So mode, yes. So the trick with mode is it's not the frequency, it's the one with the highest frequency.
Yeah.
So you do your tally, you do your frequency. Yeah, so if you have to make the table, you just make the table. You don't need tally, but it just helps to have it. Yeah, so what was this one about? The total number of errors in the book.
So do you want me to do C and E or?
No, just kind of how did we get this 38? What was that about? Why was the total number of errors not 7, 8, 9, 10?
All right, because we had to times 0 times 18, and then we did 1 times 11, and then.
So why did you have to multiply them?
Because that would give us total number of errors.
Like, why is the total number of errors not 10?
Because that I don't know.
What does frequency represent here?
The amount of times there is say 0 or 1 error on each page or something.
Yeah, so basically that's the number of pages. So like 18 pages, 11 pages.
Yeah.
And so why were yeah, so basically if you have 7 pages and each of them has 2 errors, then in total that's 14 errors.
Yeah.
And so that's why these are just like the categories over here. So you don't add those up because that's just the categories. Like
Right.
there's 18 pages with 0 errors. There's 11 pages with 1 error. So right away, if there's 11 pages with 1 error on each, then there's definitely more than 10.
Yeah.
So you don't just add the categories. So that was the same idea. Same idea. The mode is the one with the highest frequency. So we did it with a list. What was the so the mode was all right. So the mean, add them up, divide by the total. It's difficult to do, so it's mean. Mode is most often. There was one for the mean that I wanted to say. Yeah. So this one, how do you get the mean from a frequency table?
Mm. Uh, do we have to do total customers divided by total tables?
And how do you get total customers?
Um, you do. Then you add up. Um,
Do you add this? Do you add this one over here? Total customers.
um, mm, mm, uh, then we add up the number of tables, or
So you add up all the tables. That'll give you total tables.
yeah.
How did we get that 63 for total customers?
We did. Oh, didn't we have to times them together and then we added the answers up?
Correct, yeah. So basically you've got 5 tables where there's 1 customer, so that's 5 customers in total.
Yeah.
10 tables where there's 2 customers, so that's 20 customers in total, and so on. So
Yeah.
you don't just add up the categories, you add up, that times thing. And then to get the average, total customers over total tables. What about if you've got this thing?
So we find the middle, and then we times the middle by the frequency,
Yeah.
and then divide that answer by the amount of friends there is, which would be 40.
Yeah, and so it's the exact same as the previous one. It's just that you are using the middle value.
Yeah.
Why is it an estimate?
Because it's just like a range. Like we don't know what M is exactly.
Correct, yeah. So this one, between 0 and 10 minutes, all 3 could have taken 1 minute. Someone could have taken 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes. We don't know. So we just estimate by saying all 3 took 5 minutes.
Right.
And median. What was tricky about median? Let's see. So that was expressing. So median. Oh yeah. How do you find the median in general?
So for example here you would do 15 plus 1 divided by 2.
And what if there's 2 numbers in the middle?
Uh, what do you mean, like 2 numbers?
So if you've got like 3 and 4 in the middle, like there's 10 data points or something. So here we had 2 numbers in the middle.
You would find the middle between 3 and 4.
Yeah, so you find like the middle of the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did you find that?
Yeah, I found that alright, cheers.
Any idea what you want to do next time?
No, I don't mind.
Okay, so I might just finish this and then move on to the next thing. Yeah, any questions for me in general?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well done, Andrey. You did great, and I look forward to talking again next time.
Alright, cheers, bye.
All right, have a good one. Goodbye. What the?